Talktainment Radio, worldwide sound. Talktainmentradio.com. We give you a reason to come. The world's greatest radio. We give you a reason to stay. Radio, the way it should be heard. You got the power.
The views and opinions expressed are those of the host and guest and not necessarily those of TalkTainmentRadio.com, the management, the staff, or K&E World Network, LLC.
Live call-in talk show. Dial 1-877-932-9766 and join the conversation here on TalkTainmentRadio.com.
TalkTainmentRadio.com. We go where you go. The world's greatest radio. Get in touch with This Is Libby. I'm Libby, and this is radio the way it should be heard. I just had a birthday, and I celebrate my birthday all year long. However, what's happening to me in these last few of this brand new year is I am encountering people who want to know, well, Libby, what do I do about this? Or Libby, what do I do about that? Because of our medical situations, it's just easy to go talk to an elder about something that's going on with you. I am an elder. So, therefore, what I'm saying to you now is I am taking my place as an elder. 67, thank you very much. And I found that even though it's old, it works. Now, I have a friend of mine, a new friend, and I'm going to let her introduce herself to you. I gently, with love, refer to her as my female Dr. Sabi, because she took care of my needs, and all she used was her words. Because sometimes, and I learned that your words have medicine in them, and the way that you express yourself and hold your hands and all of that. But anyway, let me just tell you this. I want you to call me at 1-877-932-9766 and call me and talk to you some Libby this evening. I want you to be aware that you might want to, I'm old school. I'm telling you I'm old school. I'm still telling you to write it down. You know you got your recording devices, and you can also go to TalkTainmentRadio.com, all right? Facebook.com/TalkTainment, and you can get us there. You can also hear and see the program, This is Libby, on YouTube. So I will give you more information on that, but right now I want to introduce you to my friend. All right, now, everybody, the world, my friend, Dr. EKELE. Would you just say hello? Hello there. So, now she has a beautiful musical last name, so I want her to say it because I'm going to mess it up. What's your last name?
My last name is NWANKWO.
NWANKWO. Oh, see, there you go. Now, the reason that I've asked her to sit with us is because she has wisdom, you know, and what is that saying about the libraries? Our elders are walking libraries, and she, for me, is a walking library. I want to share her with you. Now, here's what happened, okay? Over the weekend and through the week, people were coming to me and saying, well, Libby, I've got a little cold. What should I do about my ears? What should I do about my cough? And I'm saying use honey or whatever. And so they took that and got their fresh ginger, their garlic, and all the things that they need to get through their virus bugs. That being said, I just want you to know that it's old, but it works. And Dr. EKELE is going to help us understand that we have most of what we need in our hands, in our backyards, in our kitchens. And rather than choke you with a lot of statistics and that sort of thing, no, we're going to do that. We're going to talk about what's in your kitchen. So here's what I came up with, Dr. EKELE. This is what I saw. If you have a beauty problem, there's a reference that says, use cinnamon for blackheads. Nope, didn't send you for the the gooeys and ooeys in the pharmacies. I didn't send you to the grocery stores for the over-the-counter stuff. But she'll teach us that we can use what we got to get what we want. If you have frizzy hair, you can use vitamin E oil. If you have yellow teeth, you can use strawberries to help take the stains away. If you have sunburn, use milk. Okay, if you have cellulite, now I got this one because it says use coffee. I don't know how yet, I don't know how. However, I love my coffee. Somebody knows me knows I enjoy my coffee. If you have dry skin, you can use oatmeal, see? And then if you have acne, you can use turmeric. Also, if you want to whiten your nails, you can use baking soda. Little thing, because I have a dear friend as well. Her name is Stella OMOSIGHO-BANKS, and she's joining us as well. And Stella will tell you some things that I may have even forgotten. She has found or developed or worked a spray, and literally a spray. You know that neck that you get when you get older? I wanted to hate mine, but she told me there is a way that you can tighten this up again. And I'm going to ask her to share that information because there is a lot of pharmaceutical stuff. There's a lot of beauty care things going on. Being aware that the women are dyeing their hair, and there is a hue on your brain when they do autopsy. You see what I mean? I love the beautiful colors, all the rainbow colors. I've seen women with blue and purple and brilliant reds and orange and yellow. I don't do it, but I want to make sure folks understand that there's a consequence for that if you're not real careful. Now, is Stella with me already? Okay, so if she's not here, I'm waiting. She's worth waiting for. Dr. EKELE, tell me a little bit about you, no, give me a minute or two. Give me a second or two more. What I want to do is this. You know, over the years that I have been with you, I have given you a lot of good information with laughter, with sometimes tears, because I care about you, you know, and I just want you to be well. I try very hard not to choke you with a whole bunch of statistics, because we've got all kinds of ways to do the statistics. You can get them yourself, you know that. However, what I want to stress, and I'm only using stress one time because I don't, you know, I ain't got no hair to lose over stress. I try. Oh yes, stress is dessert spelled backward. Thank you very much. What I want to do with you is make sure you understand that your health is in your hands. You don't have to suffer. A lot of things have to do with mind over matter. We're going to talk about body, soul, spirit. Okay? We're going to talk about every aspect of your being. If I can find a way to help you, if I can find a way to make you feel better, help you to feel better, if I can get the resources to you, I will do that for you. So can I introduce my friends now? Okay, so you met Dr. EKELE, correct? And then Stella has joined us as well. Stella OMOSIGHO, would you tell everyone just a little bit about yourself? Tell me a little about you, Stella.
Whoa.
Yeah.
A little?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, I'll try.
I need a little bit.
I'll try. Well, native of Columbus, lived in Florida from age 18 until I was about 30.
Yeah.
Came back home.
Yeah.
You know, ancestor sent me back home. He said, you know, you need to go back to, when they tell you something, they mean just that. I came back to Mount Vernon area. Okay. They told me I had a lot of work to do. I didn't question, I didn't ask why, I just left. How about that? Came up here to help all of us in Ohio. Are y'all ready in Ohio? Well, let me tell you something else about me. Educated in Florida, paralegal, worked for the state for about a year. Thought I'd go back outside in construction. Had my own business in construction in Florida with my first husband. And that lasted for 13 years, but came back home, got into construction, 423, worked 423, still there. Love it, love it, love it. Love construction. I'm outdoors and I'm in the air, which God made me. And got into something that my ancestors kept talking to me. You know, I give you all kinds of formulas. Wasn't paying attention. They made me pay attention. Okay. So that's me.
What happens? You got involved in healthcare, on the natural side, and that's the point I wanted to make sure that folks understand. You can be in any walk of life, but we laugh sometimes at some of the old remedies because they're funny. I mean, you know, if you have an earache, you know, use garlic. Now, Dr. EKELE, who is well versed, tell us all a little bit about you. Yeah, tell us a lot. Tell us about you.
Hello out there. I am Dr. EKELE NWANKWO. Most people just call me Sister EKELE. And I really love being with people. I'm a people person. And I was born and raised in Eastern Nigeria. And I've been in this country now for well over 15 years. I came here with a lovely family of 4 kids who are grown, young professionals, adults now, and a husband. And I studied, and I became a chaplain. I'm actually a board-certified chaplain. But then, because I got sick while working in the hospital as a chaplain, and I was at my wit's end. But I found that healing, much of it was really in my hand if I cooperated with God. So I learned that I could heal myself. And so that's what happened. So that's what brought me into this natural healing and health reform area.
So you can heal yourself. How often have we said that health comes from within? A lot of it is our mindset, and yet we have tools to make sure that we can work our bodies are magnificently made. Isn't that scripture?
Right.
Our bodies are magnificently made.
Yes.
Okay.
That's true.
So today, what I want to get over to you is there are things you can do. So I'm going to throw out some stuff, and then you guys just like take off with me, and then join me with this. Like I was teasing just a bit about that garlic. Now, if someone says in their the painkiller list is heartburn, you use apple cider vinegar. Joint pain, you use tart cherries. That works. Yeah, that works. Sore muscles, you use peppermint. For injury, it's usually water. I had someone was with me and they were concerned. They were having a problem with a mild headache, and one of my friends jumped in right in and said, "Drink some water." And they said, "What? Drink some water?" And I said, "Well, doesn't it make sense? Because in order to take an aspirin, you still got to drink some water. You got to drink some fluid, right? Okay, so makes sense." Chronic pain is turmeric, obviously, and then UTIs is blueberries. Now, Dr. EKELE, you have some things to share. I just wanted to get us started. You have some things to share. What do you want to share with us today?
Okay. Actually, what I want to share largely is, Libby just mentioned a little bit of it. I read that because I am a very spiritual person. I read from Psalm 139. I think it's out of verse 5 to 7, where it says, the psalmist says, "I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made."
Yes.
And I have grown to know that God has given us natural laws of health so that we can heal. It is not His will that we remain in illness. We don't have to live in illness or manage it, but we can get out of it, we can heal. And so I learned that there are 8 natural laws of health.
Really?
And yes.
8.
8. And that is the foundation. That's the foundation of healing. And these, I will say them quickly, and you can ask questions about them. There's number one, and it doesn't mean that they come in that order, but that's an order that I like to go. It is nutrition, exercise, water, sunshine, temperance, air, rest, and trust in divine power. So we call it new start.
Okay. Stella, what do you got to say? I know you got something on your mind.
Well,
Maybe take my glasses off.
I 100% agree with her, because without God, we can't do anything. We can't even heal ourselves. First of all, meditate and pray. Be grateful and thankful. And read. Study. God said study.
To show thyself approved.
Wisdom comes when you study. Don't take our word for it. Just do it.
Now,
I agree.
okay, so now there are 8 natural laws of health. We got that part.
Right.
And one by one, we can take those apart, kind of take a look at them. Also, what comes to my mind is if there are 8 natural laws of health, I have to go ahead and say so, that Dr. EKELE refers to God. I've had some who refer to the Most High. Everybody, I'm called by many names. That's in the word. So I'm giving lots and lots of room for everybody to be real comfortable with divine guidance and spiritual law. Some call it science. Depends on where you are.
Right.
Now this is what I want to do right now, and then we're going to talk about the natural law.
Yes.
That's for clearing that up. Flexible.
That's important.
I want you to know this, that TalkTainmentRadio.com is a 24/7, no-charge, worldwide broadcasting facility with hosts delivering on various topics such as news, lifestyle, sports, law, health and wellness, also religion and politics. Now here's a few of those, okay? I'm going to give you a couple of these. They're available to you here on Talktainment Radio. So there's Talking Sports with Bobby West. There's also Super Cool. There's Wiggins World of Wellness, All in the Family, Everlasting Life, It's Your Time to Travel, and the Compensatory Concept. And what I want you to do is remember that you can go to TalkTainmentRadio.com. You can click on programs for the scheduled times. So just remember that TalkTainmentRadio.com is radio, the way it should be heard. Now my guest is Dr. EKELE, and Stella is Stella Starlight. She's with us as well because here's the bottom line. It's old, but it works. And we're going to talk about making it work for you. So Dr. EKELE said that there are 8 natural laws of health. And I want her to go over those 8 natural laws. And I want her to explain to us how we can effectively use them for our benefit. And I'm going to chime in here and there with a little information as we go, and I want Stella to do the same thing. So would you go, Dr. EKELE, would you tell us some more about the natural laws, or are we moving forward?
Yeah, we're moving forward.
All right.
Yes. I will start with the first one, which nutrition. And we know that we all need food to live, to nourish our body.
Right.
And I want to say that God, who you call the Almighty, or however you call him, as Libby just said, I respect your views, and it's very important to me that God created order in the universe.
Right.
He made the order, and he created harmony, and he will not exist where there is disharmony.
Ooh.
We in winter now, we see when it's time for cold, it is cold. When it's time for warmth, it is warmth. And so there is order also in the human body. And so order in our cardiovascular system.
Yes.
There is order in our digestive system.
Yes.
There is order in the rhythm, how we sleep and how we rest. what we call the circadian rhythm.
Yes.
God has order in sleep and in rest, and in our reflex systems, our nerves, our bones, there is order in everything. And so these systems of order are maintained by what we put inside the body. So nutrition, number one, it's very important. And so if we don't give the body what it needs, it's like a car. You buy a car, it needs regular fuel, and you go and you put the super, it will only last for a short time. It will pack up. And I have had that experience myself. I have had it. I had to auction that car, $100.
Oh, see?
Yes.
I think I've been to church. So what I'm getting, and I'm hoping that what you're getting, is that there is order in everything. See, we're not going to just concern ourselves so much with medicine. But if you just start consciously thinking about a car. If you put oil in the car, my understanding is, based on my father's, you take care of that equipment, it'll take care of you. You need oil in the car to keep it rolling. The circulation has to go through there so that the equipment will move smoothly. Needs water and or coolant. You get me? Okay? So it's the same with our physical body. Why would we not do the same thing for our physical body? Now, we've got lists and lists and lists of things you should not put in your body. We are also bombarded, aren't we, Stella? Bombarded with poisons, toxins. Dr. EKELE says you have to drink water. What kind of water? Spring water. Spring water? Do you agree, Dr. EKELE? Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
As long as good water that does not have any contamination, spring water is okay. Actually, that's my favorite. That's the one I recommend.
Okay. So we don't get all the metals and medications that people are throwing into their commode systems. And what'd you say, Stella? Whoa. I'm going to say whoa. It's the truth. What means hold up, wait a minute. Okay, I'm holding up and I'm waiting a minute. What?
Okay.
What? Water will stop you from snoring. What? You drink enough water, you will not snore. How does that work? I don't know. God says so. Okay. Well, the common sense thing for me, based on my medical background, would be that you have so you have nasal passages. All right. Nasal passages have to be moist. And if you are not drinking enough fluids, you're not getting enough water, then like everything else, the nasal passages dry out. And my understanding is, when you're sleeping and your neck and head is back, then the tongue drops back in front of your breathing passages. And that will create the snoring. Now, that's not all the technical stuff, but the bottom line is you need water to keep everything moist. Am I correct?
Yes.
I like the way she explained it. I knew that.
Right. Because we are also our body is over 70% water. And so we need to constantly sip some water to hydrate ourselves.
Now, I was told, and all of my elders, I need you. I need you. When you get older, you get to a place where you don't have a taste for water. It's a natural thing. And you have to remind yourself that you need to drink more water because you don't get thirsty. And it's kind of like a round robin kind of thing, where a rut in a sense. You're not thirsty, so you don't drink. You don't drink because you're not thirsty. You're not thirsty because you don't drink. And you don't drink because you're not thirsty. You have to take a proactive, position, good common sense that you must. How much water are we supposed to drink? 90% of our body is made of water. We need water for tears. We need water to push out toxins. We need water for our skin to stay moist. Of course, my hands itch when I am dry. My legs peel. My nails break. Our hair fall out. No water. If you find out what water does for your body, you will never be without a bottle. I prefer glass water.
How many glasses of water should we drink?
Glass.
How many glasses?
How many?
Yeah, how many? Both of them.
A gallon.
How does that work? How much, Dr. EKELE?
Well, some say like you need at least like 8 glasses of water if you're an adult per day. Or you take half of your body weight in water per day.
Per day?
Yeah, that is.
In ounces. So if I weigh 150, then I need to, in ounces. But I need to make sure that I drink the water.
Yes.
So what other things are you sharing with me?
Well, I do know that water is so important, because if you drink water, if you don't drink enough water, it will reflect in even the output. Your urine will be so concentrated, and that is not healthy.
Okay, so what should our urine look like? Because some people really think yellow is really okay.
It should look like pale. Although some people, because they take medications, it reflects in the color of their urine. But if you're not taking any medications, if you drink enough water, your urine should look like pale or even clear.
Okay.
You see?
Okay.
And right? Okay. I also want to say that we need to get out there for sun to shine on our faces or on our extremities from time to time. I know that this time of the year we don't have much sunshine, but whenever we have it, we should take advantage of it as much as possible.
Vitamin D is needed. That's what we get from the sun. Melatonin is needed for the serotonin in the body. So if you are taking melatonin, you are doing your body good. It's a peaceful rest.
Right. And when you sleep at night, it's always good to sleep in the dark.
In the dark?
In the dark.
Oh, I got to have my TV. I got to have my TV.
You need to sleep in the dark, you know, for your body functions and for those hormones to work properly. She just mentioned the serotonin and melatonin. These are hormones that function to build us up, you know, depending on how well we rest. And if possible, let's crack your window a little bit open so that there will be a little, you know, cross movement of air back and forth, so that we can breathe in the oxygen given out by the plants out there and then send out those carbon dioxide. And if you can have an indoor plant, that is excellent.
See, that's old, but that works.
Yeah,
that's what they old school, right?
Yeah, no Facebook at night.
If not, if you're planning to go to bed and get some sleep.
I mean, I'm only on there for 5 hours. I mean, come on.
Well, that might influence. Ooh, make me scratch my head. That might influence your neck, your cervical. You got me stuttering, Stella. You have to be able to sleep uninterrupted, so that the body can literally shut down and do what it does in the middle of the night.
Rejuvenate itself.
Yes. And sleep. Well, you get there if you turn off your TV. I'm not good at that, because I'm one of those people. I wake up and I want to watch a movie, and then I'll go back to bed. You know, I'm retired, happily, joyfully retired, so I don't have to sleep like that. Take naps. Is that good? Can we do that?
Yeah, you could take naps, but it's actually, science is also proving that the sleep we get from the hours of 10 to 12 or 1 in the morning, it's actually the best sleep. That's why it is advocated and it is really recommended that we do whatever we can do and sleep. Though it is 10 o'clock.
Doc, can you break it down and tell me how many hours can I watch TV? I don't care about all that sleeping stuff.
Okay.
What hours do I get to watch TV or play on anything and play games?
Okay.
Excuse me 1 second, because I just got to tell you that TalkTimidRadio.com. We go where you go. Download TalkTimidRadio.com app to your cell or tablet. Now, podcasts are available. So, that's radio the way it should be heard. And now you're listening to This is Libby. And coming up next is answers. to the old questions, okay? And let's do that on TalkTainmentRadio.com.